Massey.
It's a weekend night. I'm doing what I always do. Yeah, turn the traffic sight, you're driving me out of my mind.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris Massey and welcome to the Chris Massey Show here on the American Hearts Radio Network. We're coming to you live tonight from our studio here in downtown Atlanta. Today is Veterans Day and I'd like to send out a special thank you to everybody that served in the military and all you people out there that are serving right now as I'm speaking. We really appreciate all you do to keep this country safe. Now, the past week I've had to go get some shoulder surgery done. And I put it off for a couple of months because, well, actually a couple of years. And the reason I put it off was because I didn't have any insurance. Nobody would give me insurance because I had a pre-existing condition. Well, now because of the Affordable Health Care Act, or Obamacare, whatever you want to call it, I have insurance and I was able to go get the surgery done this week. And my shoulder is mending very nicely, I'm glad to say. Well, I put this out on Facebook that I was getting it done, and you wouldn't believe some of the remarks I got from some of these people out there. People crying like babies because they say their insurance policies are going up $300, $400, $500, $600 a month, even in some instances. And I got to thinking about it. You know what? My insurance went up $700 a month. You know why? Because I didn't have any. And if your insurance is going up $300, $400, $500, $600, you had an inadequate insurance policy to start with, or your employer was paying for it. So guess what, pal? The party's over. Come down from the deck, come down below, get an oar, and start rowing with the rest of us. How about that? Pay for your own health insurance. What a concept. What do you think about that, Al?
Go for it.
I'm telling you, man, it's unbelievable what these people complain about. Well, just like we predicted on the show here in October, the Republicans won the House and they won the Senate. And all the Republicans are very happy right now. But I wouldn't be too happy yet. I think this is going to be one of those situations where something that looks like it's a real good thing is going to turn out to be a real bad thing, if you know what I'm talking about. The new House Majority Leader of the Senate is Mitch McConnell from Kentucky. Now, I'm going to say it right now to all you people in Kentucky, every one of you that voted for this guy, you ought to have your voting privileges taken away. I mean, that's just all there is to it. In 2008, when Barack Obama was first elected president, this clown was seen on camera telling his constituents that we need to make sure that this president is a one-term president. Mr. McConnell, you should have been fired right on the spot. What you're telling everybody is you're not going to do your job. You just want to get this guy out of office. Now, he was on TV the other night, and he's up there telling everybody, oh, I'm ready to work with the president, and we're going to get all this done and all this. I ain't never seen so much bullshit in all my life. Let me tell you something, Mr. McConnell. Barack Obama hates your guts. And you know what? You can't stand him either. So there's not a damn thing that's going to get done. Only difference is this. Barack Obama doesn't like Mitch McConnell. Well, because Mitch McConnell's an idiot. Mitch McConnell doesn't like Barack Obama because he's black. All right, we got a great show for you tonight. I've got Torchy Taboo, a burlesque dancer, here with us tonight, and Dulce Sloan, a comedian, also an episode of How Is That Possible with Muhammad Azhar and Rachel Jordan. So stick around, get you a beer. We're going to have a good time tonight. We'll be right back.
Calvary Gutter Services, LLC provides quality service to our customers. We are committed to excellence and offer a 2-year warranty on all workmanship and a lifetime clog-free warranty on all gutter cover systems. We are fully insured for your protection. We are experts in copper and half-round gutter systems, which are offered in sizes ranging from 6 inches to 8 inches. Full soffit and fascia systems can be replaced as we install gutters to avoid wood rot and ensure a job well done. We proudly offer Magnolia underdeck systems. We ensure that you are happy with the service we provide. If you need a pro, call us 678-389-7945. That's 678-389-7945. Calvary Gutter Services. Find us on the web at www.gutteratlanta.org.
All right, we're back. My first guest tonight has been in the adult entertainment business for a long time. She started off as a dancer, and then she moved into burlesque. She is a very famous burlesque dancer in the burlesque circuit. She has been inducted into the Burlesque Hall of Fame. Would you please welcome to the Chris Massey Show, Torche Taboo. Hey, honey.
Hey.
Come on in. Pull you up a chair here. I hope everybody's been treating you nice since you've been here.
Oh, lovely.
Very good. Very good.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, we were talking the other day, and you told me that you got involved in adult dancing as soon as you got out of high school. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And I know you worked at a lot of the more prominent clubs around Atlanta and here and everything. And you did that for a long time. And then you started to do the burlesque dancing, correct?
Correct.
Now, I want you, if you can, explain to me what is the difference between dancing at a place, say, like the Cheetah Club versus burlesque dancing?
Well, one is primarily for a male audience, for money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's wonderful. But burlesque is very theatrical, and it's for men and women.
Okay.
And it's an art form.
I got you. Okay. And now in burlesque dancing, you don't take everything off. Is that correct? You use tassels and stuff like that, kind of like the showgirls of the early 20s and stuff. Is that correct?
Well, through the entire 20th century, and yeah, all that's left is just a little bit to the imagination. I like to say triangles and polka dots. Everything else goes.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
And a shoe show, of course.
Right. Now in burlesque dancing, you were telling me that you have toured all over the country. Mm-hmm. You have played in Canada, and you told me at some point that you went on the road and stayed out there for a year or so. Is that right?
Well, 6 years with a few trips home.
With a few trips home.
Yeah. Living
in a suitcase out there. Now, you got to really, because I know I've been on the road with my band several times, and, you know, the road is not, my experience is, it's not the most comfortable place to be lots of times, so you got to really love it to be out there as long as you are doing it on the road. Would that be a fair statement?
It's a fair statement. I love my life. I love my life.
Okay, now you also teach a burlesque class, is that correct?
I do.
Well, tell me a little bit about that.
I teach for Ursula Undress at the Burlesque School of Atlanta, Switch, Atlanta School of Burlesque.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah, and that's here in Atlanta, and all the teachers are qualified and wonderful, and we do everything from 101 all the way to super advanced, everything you want to know, and boylesque.
Oh.
I am recruiting boys for stage.
Now let me ask you, when you were working the adult dancing circuit before you got into burlesque, there had to be some nights when you walked out of those clubs where the last thing you wanted to see was a man, and if you did see him, you wanted to kill him. Is that a fair statement? Because I have been, you know, I tell you, I've been a designated driver for several bachelor parties, and so I have been in these establishments. Mom, you listen, I've been there. I just want to let you know. And the behavior that these guys display is it's off the charts. It's off the charts. Now, and not everybody seems to be like that in there, but some of them are very disrespectful. And but I guess being a professional, you have to look at each person as a customer, and what you really want is to make money. That's what you're there for, and they're going to oblige you that most of the time. Is that right?
Well, I'm a lion tamer.
Lion tamer, okay.
And I'm a Southern lady, and I can pretty much get most fellas to do something I want.
Okay.
And then they keep these guys around who are usually like, I don't know, 6'8", built like a linebacker. And, you know, you just go, hey.
I got you.
It gives you freedom to kind of, you know, deal with the situation as that you can.
So what is on the horizon for Torchy Taboo? Do you have a show coming up in town, or are you going back out on the road, or what's going on?
Well, I always look to go out on the road. I have a lot of friends clustering up in New Orleans, and I want to get to New Orleans as soon as I can.
Okay.
2015, doing as many festivals and situations around as I can. Europe, I'm trying to book Europe.
Okay.
But as far as here in Atlanta, we're planning some benefits for some what we call legends, the ladies who were top-of-the-line strippers in, say, the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and we're going to do some of that. And then some wild, wonderful other things, and stripping game shows and karaoke and all these things that we do.
Yeah, they even have a show now called Dating Naked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on cable. People take all their clothes off and date. It's like a bachelor.
Dating naked.
That's correct. That's correct. I've caught my wife watching it a couple times. Anyway,
Goodness.
So now, of course, you can see a lot.
In our sketch section, which is starting back up, called Dr. Sketchy's Anti-Art School. You can come get drunk, draw naked people in a bar.
That sounds like a good deal.
Oh, it's so much fun.
That beats watching the game sometimes, for sure.
Oh.
So you can find some of your work on the internet, is that correct?
I find all my work on the internet. But I happen to know, after this many years, I have friends all over. And I just,
But if people want to see some of the work that you do, can they find it on the internet?
There's not a lot, because I wiggle around a good bit, and by and large, the videographers assume that you're just going to sort of shuffle back and forth like a cheetah girl.
Right.
And I'm all over the place.
I got you. I got you.
So, there are some, and some of them are a little risque.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, we're going to caution everybody when you go to look. Some of them may be a little risque. Torchy, it was wonderful having you here on the show. Good luck to you, honey.
Mwah.
Torchy Taboo, everybody. We'll be right back.
Scottdale Metal Products, your family-owned and operated gutter supply house since 1971. Wholesale prices are available to the public, and we offer worldwide shipping. See our full catalog: gutters and coil, downspout, elbows, end caps and miters, outlets, debris protection, hangers K-style, hangers half-round, and many other accessories. Look us up on the web at scottdalemetal.net. That's scottdalemetal.net. Give us a call at 770-922-1330. That's 770-922-1330. Scottdale Metal Products Incorporated, 1520 Parker Road, Southeast, Conyers, Georgia, 30094. Scottdale Metal Products is a proud sponsor of the Chris Massey Web TV Music Show on AmericanHorseRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Rachel Jordan, and welcome to How Is That Possible? I'm joined by Professor Muhammad Azhar. Muhammad, how are you doing tonight?
I am excellent.
All right, so Muhammad, you've been calling the station constantly for the last month, so what is it so important that you have to tell everybody?
I want to know why they take me off the show. Every time I turn on the Chris Massey show, it's you and the hippie man. They never ask me to come back again.
You mean Leon Smoker?
Yes, the guy with the girly hair.
Well, you know, Muhammad, the network just doesn't think you're very funny.
Nobody told me I was supposed to be funny. They told me I was here to talk about serious matter, and that is what I talk about.
So what do you want to talk about?
Well, tonight I want to talk about why is it we live in a world where you can do almost anything, but yet the freaking cell phone company cannot make a screen that does not shatter on your telephone. The cell phone companies are making millions of dollars on broken screens every day.
So what are we supposed to do about it?
Well, unfortunately, there's not much you can do. We are all trapped in the tight grip of cell phone dependency. And until we can quit using cell phones, we're going to continue to take it up the poop chute from the cell phone companies.
Did you just say poop chute?
Yes. You need me to translate?
Well, you could put it in a nicer way.
How about this? Up your ass!
This is why they don't want you on the network anymore.
Why? Because I'm not funny?
Because you're an idiot! Just say goodbye, Muhammad.
Goodbye. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Massey from The Chris Massey Show. You know, one of my favorite places to hang out, eat, and play music is the Moonshadow Tavern in Tucker, Georgia. Moonshadow Tavern, they got great food, great drink, and great live music 5 nights a week. Right now at the Moonshadow Saloon, you can go and get 5 appetizers for $5 each. That's right, 5 appetizers for $25. So just go down there and get them. Hell, those appetizers, man, that's a whole meal in itself. All right, we're back. Now I'm going on record right now. I'm telling you guys at the network, I don't want that crazy Iranian or Afghanistan or wherever the hell he's from on my show anymore. I thought we had already got rid of him, you know, and then you bring him back, you know. Listen, I'll take 10 Leon Smokers over that guy, you know. Anyway, all right. For being a guest on the Chris Massey Music Show, Torche Taboo and Dulce Sloan will both receive a 6-month supply of Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat, and a case of turtle wax. That's right. Just see Ray, the security guard, down in the lobby, and he will set you up with your door prizes. And thanks again for being on the show. Now, a few weeks ago, my wife and I like to go to the Laughing Skull down on Peachtree Street. It's just down the street from our house. And we were in there to see a show. And this young lady was opening up the show that night, and she had me falling out of my chair. I enjoyed it so much that after the show, I got backstage and got a chance to talk to her, and I got her here for you tonight. Would you please welcome to the Chris Massey Music Show, Dulce Sloan. Come on in, honey.
Hello.
Good to see you. Okay. So now you just you were doing a show tonight, is that right? You did a show and then you came on over here?
Yes, I was doing a show at a venue called The Hangar.
Okay.
That's in town. It's an old airplane hangar, hence the name. Clever, I know. It's that's in the old 4th Ward, you know,
right.
gentrification.
Yeah.
So yes.
Now I have to tell you, one of the things that I really liked about your act is how you you're able to identify the cultural differences between white women and black women in,
yes.
your show.
Yes.
And I know you were talking about one thing, and you said you had to tell your girlfriend that you had some serious white woman shit going on here. You know. And,
yes, that's my Vera Bradley wallet. I can thank. I went to Brunel University.
Right.
I find Southern Women's University, where I learned many, many things.
Okay.
Marry well, monogram everything. Have your Vera in the latest pattern, and go dogs. I think is one thing.
Right, I got you. I got you.
I pay attention to whatever sports white men like. So if it happens to be that team, then that's the one I'm going to be rooting for. Depends on state to state. So when I go and do shows in Alabama, I have to say Roll Tide. I don't know what that means.
Right.
But they tell me that's what I'm supposed to say.
Well, it works, I'm sure. I'm sure when you say it over there.
Right. Or War
Eagle.
Yeah, that one.
That's for Auburn. Yeah, that's
I just make sure I'm in the right place saying the right thing so as to not offend the white men in the area.
Now, you also said that night, one of the first things you said in your act when you came out on stage was you told everybody in the audience that you were working very hard trying not to catch a fetus.
Yes, it is a constant campaign that I'm on. They are an epidemic in this country.
That's right.
And I refuse to be a carrier. I try to do everything I can. You know, I try to get my anti-baby medication, and they are just not trying to be there for the kid. So when I go to the lady doctor, as one is wont to do, I make sure that they ask, what are your birth control methods? So I write down condoms and prayer, which is a great joke if you have an English-speaking doctor.
Right, right.
If you don't, then it's like, oh, condoms and prayer. Well, ma'am, these might not be the methods. Look here, Dr. Patel. Listen, I need you to help me. Help me. Like, what? I don't... Because I have a joke that I didn't get to do about me going to the lady doctor and her not wanting to give me birth control.
That's right. I remember you saying something about that, that night.
Right, but the problem is I went to Grady to get the birth control, and I forgot that Grady is in the business of illegitimate black babies.
That's keep a lot of people working there.
Bread and butter, bread and butter. What? No man in your life, bitch? Come on. We will have all the kids.
Set you up with all the medications, everything, right?
Everything you need to be a statistic. So, just not in the business. My degree was very expensive, and they paid for it.
Okay.
So I've decided to, utilize that,
right,
and not disappoint my mother.
Now, speaking of your parents, they must be proud of what you do.
Mary Ann Hill is very proud of what I do. My mother has always been supportive. I have a theater degree from Brenau. So I've been actually love my school. I'm not, this is my school. I love my school. No, my mother's I had a theater degree. She's always been very supportive of me acting and doing stand-up.
Right.
And so all of this is she's like, do everything. I'm in a sketch comedy group. I've done improv. So she's always been very supportive of me.
Okay. Now, is comedy your main gig right now?
I do stand-up. I also do I'm in a sketch group called Postmodern Collapse.
Okay.
We have a show next Saturday at the Hangar.
Okay.
22nd.
So you're able to make a living as
you're
able to make a living as a comedian?
No one said that. Maybe I misunderstood the question, Mr. Massey. No, I've had various day jobs. I worked everywhere. I currently work at a stucco supply company because I'm a Christian.
But but the goal is of every entertainer. I know for me is to get to the point where I could make a living doing what I love to do.
Of course, I want to be able to file taxes and have it say performer.
That's right.
Or just be able to
professional nightclub performer.
No, just performer. Whatever. I love writing actor on stuff and seeing somebody at the IRS go, bitch, please. So put all these day jobs, tax returns. Don't play with me, lady. So I just do it to amuse the people at the IRS right now.
How many nights a year are you doing right now?
How many who?
How many nights of stand-up are you doing a year right now?
5 nights.
It depends. I know last week I had, I did shows. It just depends. Some weeks I'm not doing anything, and then some weeks I have shows.
Right.
Pretty much every single night.
And you travel to work around the Southeast?
I do. I've been to Chattanooga. I have gotten off of work, driven to Chattanooga, done a show, and then driven back, and I had to be to work the next morning.
That's loving it. That's one, and all that stuff's going to pay off for you sometime. I know it will. You're very good at what you do.
Thank you.
And I'm going to come back out and see you, my wife and I, just as soon as you're back down at the Laughing Skull. Now, when can we catch the next show for you?
Friday I'm at the Laughing Skull, and then Saturday I'm going to be at the Aurora Theater.
Okay.
Up in Lawrenceville. They have a comedy night that they do every month now. So I'll be there, and then I've just got, Sunday I'm at the Laughing Skull again. Bro, this thing gets confusing. And then Sunday I'm featuring for Wyatt Cenac on Sunday.
And you got to be careful when you're in Lawrenceville.
Oh, no. I grew up in Gwinnett County because my mother wanted me to know how to read when I grew up. And, so, yeah, me...
I mean, when they say Bible Belt in Lawrenceville, it's a thick belt that they're talking about there.
Well, I get a little leeway because I'm a black woman. So I just kind of say what I want because I can. Yeah, I kind of just say what I want. Nobody really even says anything. I go, she's just an angry black lady. She's fine. They're always so mad. So
that's Dulce Sloan, everybody. She will be at the Laughing Skull this Friday night. Thank you so much for being on the show. You're going to have to come back and see me. Good luck to you.
I want my rice.
We'll be right back.
This is Johnny Van Zandt from Leonard Skinner. You're listening to American March Radio.
Serving Atlanta since 1998, Massey Gutters understands the challenges specific to our area. Massey Gutters is familiar with all aspects of gutters and roofing. We use only the highest quality materials with our fully trained and professional staff. You are guaranteed to get quality service and work. References available upon request. Call us today for a free estimate. 404-314-6800. Again, that's 404-314-6800. Call Massey Gutters today. 404-314-6800.
All right, everybody, we're back. We're back. Rachel, that's another show in the books, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, we're doing pretty well tonight, I think.
You know, I don't want you bringing Muhammad Azhar back on the show.
Me either. He's a piece of work.
Okay, Leon's okay. I know he likes to smoke dope before the show and stuff, but you know, we can deal with him. I'm afraid that Muhammad.
Maybe you can deal with him.
I'm afraid that Muhammad guy is going to whip a bomb out or something in the middle of the show or something like that. And we got a lot of great things going on here in the American Hearts Radio Network. All kinds of new shows, and of course your show, College Confidential, which will be coming on in January. I'm very excited to see how you do with that. Since I'm the one that gave you your start right here on the Chris Massey Show, now you're going to get your own show, and you got to be excited about that.
Oh, yes, I'm very excited. Already planning stuff for it.
Now, for the kids out there, we also have a very good show on Saturday morning, and we have somebody here to talk about it. Well, look who's here. It's Batman.
Hey, I'm glad I'm over here on your show. Chris, let me tell you how it is such a pleasure to be here in Atlanta, Georgia, right? And welcome to the network, right? On American Hearts Radio, where we bring hearts together.
That's right.
If you would be watching my show at 11 a.m. on Saturday mornings, and I bring you vintage cartoons that you will love. Isn't that right?
That is correct. You know, when I was growing up, Saturday morning was when you watched cartoons. That was it. That was the only time you got to watch them, and I remember a lot of those old cartoons very well. I certainly do.
And this network brings you more entertainment for your entertainment buck. So if you're needing something, like you need a commercial for your business or something like that, just give us a contact here at American Hearts Radio, and we can set something up for you. We've got very professional people all the time working at it, right? And on this Veterans Day, we want to give a shout out to our veterans.
Thank you, Mr. Batman.
You're welcome, and thanks a lot for having me in Georgia.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be tuning in on your new show.
It was a miracle that the Batmobile made it.
Thank you. All right, Rach, so we're going to sign off the show. Now, the last time I did this, you wouldn't have a drink with me. Okay? And why is it you don't like to have a drink with me after the show?
Because you just tend to, like, pass out on the table or on the floor or at home once we get there, or, you know.
Yeah, that has happened.
Wherever.
Well, if I could guarantee you tonight that that's not going to happen, will you have a little drink with me?
I don't know. Can you guarantee it's not going to happen?
Well, can you have a little drink with me?
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Well, that's good enough for me. Okay. So we'll just pour you a little bit there. Al, great job as always, my friend.
Yes, sir.
I will be back on Monday, November the 17th, when my guest for the whole show will be the legendary Atlanta legend, Daryl Rhodes. That's right, a guy that's played with James Brown, Chuck Berry, Tom Waite. He's done stand-up comedy all over the country. He's going to be here. It's going to be a show that you don't want to miss. So remember, always love your woman. Take life as it comes. And when you get the chance, have too much fun. We'll see you next time.
It's the Chris Massey Show. And here's your host, Chris Massey.
It's a week